What is happening, webheads? Happy Saturday to you, which means I'm bringing you the latest FOC video powered by my local comic shop, Comic Central, highlighting some of the latest, the greatest, the newest comic books getting ready to hit store shelves. If you like something like this, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you're not going to want to miss any other content from me. So at any time, if you like any of these comic books that I present here for you today, make sure you let your comic book shop know, order it online, do whatever it is that you need to do to get those comic books. So with that being said, guys, let's get started with this week's FOC. Kicking things off this week, guys, is Marvel. And we have Doctor Strange's new book. This is Doctor Strange of Asgard. So if Doctor Strange can't be the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, well, he's going to be the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard now. So this could be something that's kind of cool, something different. I'm not a huge Doctor Strange fan, but I'll probably definitely check this out. If you're a fan of the Marvel Rivals, a video game that's pretty much on fire right now, and you like to collect these covers, check out that cover. That one's pretty nice. There's lots of different variants. This one is really good as well. Then we got Fantastic Four Facsimile Edition. This is another new printing of this. We have plenty of, reprintings. So that's kind of cool, though. Not everyone has one, so go ahead and check it out. And then we have a new Spider-Verse series, guys. It's not a new year without a new Spider-Verse. We got Web of Spider-Verse, New Blood, issue 1. However, that new Spider guy, whoever he is with this white suit and that red spider on him, he does look pretty badass. I'm not going to lie, so I'll definitely check this out. I think we're going to get like Web of Spider-Verse versus like Web of Venom, I think later on in the year. So it looks like this guy's a vampire or something. I don't know. He's got bats flying around him and stuff. So you got a spider combined with a vampire. All right. And then we got Uncanny X-Men issue 11. This is titled X-Men Hunt Part 1. So there we go. We got that new series. I think this is the one that crosses over with all of the X titles. So if you guys are into that event, you're going to want to check that one out. Out of all these New Mutants, it seems like this Calico character is the most interesting to me. She might be the one that sticks around out of all of them. That's a nice Peach Momoko. And here we got a nice Rogue and Nightcrawler one. And then we have NYX. This is issue 9. So here you got Professor Xavier on there. And this is, again, part 2 of this crossover. And then you have another Peach Momoko. And you got Ms. Marvel. And you got Laura Kinney in there. Then you have Storm issue 6. This is going to be the part 3 of the X-Men Hunt. So like I said, all these books are going to cross over into one story. So if you want to read this story and you never read these other titles before, you're going to have to pick up at least one of these issues here. So this is an interesting one. We have What If Mickey Became the Avengers? Okay. I mean, listen, these are comics that are perfect for the younger audience out there. I think this is something that you can introduce to them, have a good time with them. I just wish they weren't like Avenger books or What If books. You know what I'm saying? Just be like Mickey Mouse and the Avengers. I think that's what would be kind of cool. That's an interesting cover right there. I guess that's supposed to be Ant-Man. So lots of fun little variant covers there. All right, and then we have Wolverine. This is issue 7 as it's continuing the whole storyline with that gold adamantium. So we'll see how that continues there. I wonder if this is going to be like Sullivan Ahmed's like overarching story. Like this might be the only story he tells with Wolverine. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes if the story's really good, that's okay. But other times I like different arcs when it comes to, when a writer is on a run of a character. That's just my personal preference, because if you don't like that particular story arc, you're never going to read that story, right? So nice little variants there. And then we got Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. This is issue 6. I just most recently read issue 5, which was kind of insane as Moon Knight lost his shit against these vermin in here, and now he's going to be taking on this crime lord, this drug pusher, which looks like a boxing match. This is a gorgeous main cover right there. That's nice. This book has been really fun. I've said it thousands of times. Jed McKay's best book. Peach Momoko doing lots of variants this time around. And this is really good too, as this is a nice little Rivals variant cover. So if you guys love Rivals, like I said, you know, make sure you highlight these covers here and get them on your pull. Then we got Scarlet Witch, which is a series I'm not currently reading. Just never been a fan of, I don't know, it's maybe solo series of hers. Like recently, I've tried them a couple of times, just not my thing. And then we have Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider. I read a couple of issues of this. Not a fan of the artwork. Wasn't a fan of the story. I don't know what they really want to do with Ghost Spider. For me, she was much better in her own world. I thought it worked there. And then Miles Morales, same thing. He was better in his world. He had his own supporting cast. But Cody Ziegler's writing a pretty fine book with him currently right now. Here's some nice little variants here. I like this simplistic variant with the white background. That's really nice. And then we have Ultimate X-Men issue 13. So this starts the second year of the series. I know a lot of people are digging it. It does pretty good in League of Comic Geeks. It looks like a lot of people are still pulling it. And then we have Ultimates. This is issue 10. One of my favorite books from the Ultimate line. Some people would say maybe this might not be that great, but I personally enjoy it. And here we have Namor on the cover. So is Namor going to be making his appearance in here? I don't know. We'll see. There's always new and different characters coming in. Then we move on to the DC side of things. We got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 5. I like this book. I think it's great. I'll always say the artwork is not that wonderful, but I think the story is wonderful. I think Kelly Thompson's doing a fine job with capturing the heart of Diana here, and I love seeing this little bit of a different side of Diana as well, with her magic and her coming from hell and things like that. This is a beautiful cover right here, and her flying on this Pegasus is great with that big, huge, Final Fantasy sword is great. And then we have the continuation of Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, issue 5 of 10. I want to know how many guys are still on board with this. I think I fell off of it. When you have these like year-long maxi series, and you have so many books to read, it's one of those things where I kind of get bored. It's just, I don't know, it's me. Wow, look at that cover though, man. That's great. And I love how he's holding the sign upside down too. And then we have this cover here. Is that a Liefeld cover? Yeah, it is. Oh my God, that's crazy. Then we have Black Canary, Best of the Best. This is issue 4 of 6. That's a nice little cover. You know what? It's kind of funny. I liked the first issue of this, but there was so much extra commentary in it that it got me a little frustrated to read it. And I fell off of it during the holidays. So it's one of those things where, again, it's Tom King. He's like a really much of a miss for me most of the time. That's a beautiful cover as well. And then we have Detective Comics issue 1094. This book is hitting all cylinders for me. I really love this book. Tom Taylor, I feel like, is writing his best ongoing series with this book as of right now. Introduces a new villain, has the Bat family involved. Really a lot of fun. Great looking variants here. Batman's so angry looking there. All right. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, there's a cool like Signal variant that you guys might want to check out. Then we have the continuation of Green Lantern. This is issue 20. Just read issue 19. The art's not my favorite in this book, but the story is going in directions that I absolutely love. Right now we have only the green part of the emotional spectrum in play. Then we got the book that is being possessed by somebody else. We got this new Sorrow Lantern. Just a lot of stuff, man. Really great. So this is Green Lantern Dark, issue 3 of 7. I checked out issue 1. I thought it was okay. I just can't get past the artwork. I just don't feel like the artist should be doing anything else except Something is Killing the Children. Because every time I saw the character, I was like, oh, it's Erica Slaughter, All right, and then we got Harley Quinn. This is issue 48. A lot of you guys already know how I feel about current Harley Quinn. Just not my cup of tea. I don't feel like she needs to be like a Deadpool character. I feel like she does need to be more serious in my eyes. That's an interesting cover there as she's running from a pack of wild boar. Actually, that cover looks really good. All right, and then we have Justice League. We have Unlimited. This is issue 4. This book, for me, is always up and down. This book is just one of those things where it's almost like too many characters. And I think this is going into like a 3-part like crossover event or something like that. And I was hoping it would be more of an old school thing where there's a mission and you would have a few characters sent out, they do a story arc with them, and then they move on. It could still be that, but right now I'm just not digging this opening story arc, and it feels overwhelming to me. And I want to continue to know if you guys feel the same way when it is Justice League Unlimited. And then we have the Metamorpho, the Element Man. This is issue 3. I honestly don't know anybody who is talking about this book. I never even gave it a chance, and that might be my fault. It could be the best book in the world, but just not my thing, man. I just never knew anything about the character, so I'm like, I'll pass. Then we have Power Girl. This is issue 18. Another book that I'm not currently reading, so just my decision there. I want to know, though, if you are reading some of these books. A book that I am reading, though, is Superman issue 23. This is like the Lost in Time, teaming up with like the Time Trapper, who is Doomsday, and just the dynamic between Superwoman or Lois is absolutely phenomenal. The artwork is phenomenal by Dan Mora in here. The action is great. Beautiful variant cover right there. Just a fun series. I think Joshua Williamson is hitting on all cylinders when it comes to this book. All right. Then we move on to those indie gems. We have Pop Kill issue 1 of 4. This one is done by Mad Cave. So if you're interested in like an assassin book, this could be something for you. That's quite the interesting cover right there. So, explicit variant. So if you want to get that, go ahead and check that out. There's a trailer for this one, so you might want to check it out on YouTube. Then we have Defiant. This is issue 1. Maystorm leads her team of masked mutants in a climatic battle against Shadow. This is Ultimate X-Men. That's the description there. So that's a misprint, guys. I'm like, Maystorm. I'm like, what? So, Defiant. So this looks like a book, if I had to take a guess, taking place in the future. And we have this, like, team of soldiers fighting against bad guys. There we go. We have this 9 Lives of Salem. This is issue 1. This one is done by Archie Comics. Even with 9 lives, can you ever truly outrun the horrors in your past? What happens when those familiar faces finally catch up to you? These are the questions Salem, Sabrina's felonious feline, is asking himself, and he fears the answers. So yeah, if you guys like Archie Comics and you like the horror side of things when it comes to Archie, check it out. Then we have Oscar, SPD. This is issue 1 of 5. Looks like another like detective type of comic book. Oh wow, that's pretty badass right there. So they're going to be fighting against that crazy demon. Interesting artwork on this cover here. Wow, it's like some Spider-Woman. And that's creepy. This could be some kind of horror thing. I got to look into that more. Then we have Vampirella. This is issue 675. Great Jenny Frison cover. I know there's a lot of Vampirella fans out there from Dynamite. Wow, man, that's just, that's intense. So always lots of beautiful Vampirella covers. And I got the cosplay one. Then we have Hello Darkness. This is issue 8. This is the horror anthology series from Boom Studios. A lot of fans of these horror anthologies. Oh my God, that is crazy sick. Oh my God, that's a Jenny Frison for sure. She always loves to draw these beautiful eyes. But the crazy thing is she's got this eyeball in her actual hand. Oh my God, that is sick. Oh, lots of variants for this comic. Then we have Seasons 2. I think this book is definitely an acquired taste. It's an interesting story as we got to learn about one of the sisters who was chasing a letter through the town, and she finds out that she gets a warning written to her from her other sister that something evil is coming. So definitely a different style of artwork, but I am on board. It's done by Rick Remender. Then we have From World of Minor Threats welcomes Twilight. This is issue 1. This is from Dark Horse. So here we have that cover there. And then for the Assassin's Creed fans, we got a new comic. We got Assassin's Creed Mirage, Soar of Eagles. This is issue 1. Then for the Penthouse fans, we have Penthouse Comics 2025, issue 1. So if you want to check that out and you want to get your share of Penthouse, yep, here we go. There's all your different types of variant covers right there. So there you have it, webheads. Is there anything there that you liked? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. And until the next video, I'm going to leave you more content right here for you to click on. And of course, guys, remember, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon.